tolerate isolation. You know, it's a very rare person who can be on their own and
there's psychological needs that are just as valuable and important as physical needs. Like, we know we have needs for nutrients.
The thing we're all doing, hopefully, to keep ourselves safe, which is social distancing, can have an adverse health outcome, which is loneliness. And loneliness.
A particular feeling has been growing for a long time now. It's been on the rise for the past decade, and in the last couple of years it seems to have re-peaked. But in the past year, 2020, this feeling has been unavoidable for millions. A feeling which is no longer looked down on or thought less of, but is finally seen for what it really is, a pandemic in itself. Loneliness. It's been an unavoidable feeling now for so many of us, because we've all had those moments in lockdowns and self-isolations where we've been alone, and we hate it, right? But loneliness isn't just where you're actually alone, although that situation can create the feeling. But the feeling of loneliness goes much deeper than that. You see, the feelings of loneliness robs you of home. It robs you of feeling wanted and loved by anyone, which is why it's at a record high as we come into 2021, as we for the past year have been pushing people out of our lives, physically avoiding people. We have given way to, created a doorway to the feelings of, I'm unwanted, I'm unloved, I'm not needed, I'm alone. And as of October 2020, in England alone, 45% of adults recorded feeling lonely. So what do we do? What do we do with this pandemic that can get through our doors and into our actual hearts ourselves? There is a way out of loneliness, you know. The first step out of loneliness is to find home again. It's to know that you are loved, you are wanted, and you belong somewhere. We started feeling lonely when we lost connection with each other, right? We lost our home. And I don't mean you lost your physical building that you own. I hope you haven't. That isn't your home. Your home is the network of things and people that you have around you that remind you and tell you that you are loved, you are wanted, and you are worth something. That's what your home is. And lockdown and self-isolations have come in and taken away real connection with those things and those people. And when that happens, when they're taken away, loneliness is what follows. And it can feel like we've just been thrown out of our homes and we're left out in the cold. And it's not just in lockdowns that this happens. Loneliness has been a rising issue for many years now. And the truth is, we've all felt it outside of these lockdowns, right? We've all felt that cold bitterness of being trapped out of that home network. I felt it as I've been rejected by people face to face. I felt it as I've failed at work. I've just made a massive mess and I just feel like I don't belong or fit in. I've felt that coldness before. I've been alone before. That network of people and things has been damaged before. The truth is, I need a better home. A place where I can belong that is not dependent upon people's availability or opinions of me. A place where I'm loved not because I've performed well or earned it, but just because I'm a human being. A place that can't be taken away by disconnections or self-isolation. A place where my self-worth is not determined upon the things I have or the way I look. This is the kind of home that frees me, that leads me out of loneliness. And this home exists. Jesus said this, "In my Father's house there are many rooms. I go there to prepare a place for you." This is the truth. You can have a home with God. Jesus has made a way so that you can belong to Him, so that you can know Him, you can be in a relationship with Him, and when you are, you will find and experience a love that is on you, not because you've earned it, but because you are a human being who He has made. A love that you will feel and know despite your appearance or lack of achievements or what other people think of you. It's not a love that always agrees with you, but it's a love that will never put you down and never mock you when you go wrong. No, it will gently steer and guide you through this life. And when you belong to God, you've made your home with Him, you will find a self-worth far greater than any you can create yourself. As God says to you, "You mean so much to me that I will give my own life to have you." And that's what we see he did as Jesus on the cross. You are worth the life of God. There's no place where you'll find a greater value. And it's this that holds us in our loneliness. That I'm not worthless. I'm not unwanted. I'm not unloved. Though people might not be with me right now, my home is with God. My self-worth comes from Him. My sense of love and safety comes from Him. Someone else in the Bible wrote about it. They said this, "My father and mother forsake me, but God will take me in. Be strong and take heart." Though my family and friends might not be with me right now, though my family and friends may have rejected me in the past already, I'm going to God's house, where I know I am loved and not rejected, and where I find a worth, a value on my life far greater than any I could ever imagine. This is the first step out of loneliness. To know that you are loved, you are wanted, and you are worth so much. I wonder, will you go to God's house? If anything in this video struck you, then you can join Alpha Online, where we think through the big questions of life, and we chat through them, and we see what Jesus has to say about them, and if he can help us. If you'd like to join this, then you can click the link in the description below, where it'll take you to a page where you can watch the amazing trailer they've put together, and you can sign up to the course. It'd be great to see you there.